So I'm filming another video even though I've been thinking I wouldn't have to film another one. I was thinking I can just sit down, think about it, and then cry about it. But way too much has happened over the week, and I realize I just don't see that as something that's going to make me stronger. I need to talk about it. I'm being psychologically abused. What does that mean? I'm being harassed, and I'm being gang stalked, I'm being community surveillanced, and I'm also being hated on. What does that mean? Well, if you don't know what it means, you need to do some research and then come back here and hear what I'm going to say about it. Um, Something I was expecting was the harassment and the psychological abuse. We shouldn't be expecting abuse or psychological abuse. We should be going out, not having to worry. We are being stalked, followed, and harassed. But that is what's happening to me. I just started my schooling for the new term, and they all knew within each other it was me. So it was the first day. Everybody was sitting next to each other, and just before it started, right? I saw my classmates, and they were already coughing, and they were looking at me with such hate. And they were all wearing very alternative clothing. So they were all very emo. But here's the thing, I love that aesthetic as well, but I am not into the aesthetic of hating on others just because of those exact reasons that I said at the start of the video. And then I see the new teacher and I'm like to him, oh, so these are my new classmates. And he's like, he didn't say anything. Instead, he kind of just did the same. He didn't continue throughout the day. Although when I was sitting at the table with everybody else, it from the alternative people, right? And not all of them are like mentally ill, but these people, they when it being targeted, it's easier as well for them to give into it because of all kinds of reasons. I don't need to say it again because, well, really, it's not just them, but they were just looking at me with such hate. And I was thinking, not again. Like in my last college, I had problems with people like that. Just because they hated me and I didn't do anything. I minded my business, and they're feral, right? They just, I literally thought I was gonna get assaulted again, like violently, and I had to kind of just be dramatic to get the teacher's attention. I mentioned that in my one of my late one of my past videos about that incident. Um, yeah, so a lot of hate coming from them, and I know the reason why. I mean, the thing is, it's been going on for so many years. I know the reason why, but it the person I was involved with, that who I was seeing, so an ex, right? Um, he was sort of like that. Um, and I do believe, without asking that person at the time, that he was a Satanist. I mean, most of them are really, but they don't really say it. Um, but they just have so much hate. Like they're just pure soulless people. And I've experienced worse targeting so in the past, but it's like it's at a stage where it's staying at a constant level, so they won't stop and leave me alone. They study everything I do, they copy everything I do, they copy my gestures, they copy what I do with my hands, my legs, and my body language. Anybody would find that irritating. Anybody would find that really, really suffocating. And being in that space with these people is very, very suffocating. When I was put into a class that was fairly small, majority, I'm not saying that it was like mostly guys doing this with me. It's both genders, really. Like, don't, like, you can't be biased about this. Like, it's both genders, all type, like all types of cultures. A lot of the times it comes a lot from a specific culture, or like, a background, because they need money and they will do anything for money. But some people really do just join in just for the sake of it because they're dumb. Um, like I said again, I'm an innocent person being attacked and persecuted. Um, because I pissed off the Freemasons. I'm gonna say it, and I've already said it already. They won't leave me alone. And I pissed off the Freemasons because I existed and they knew about my existence, because they did lots and lots of mind reading on me. Now there's somebody, he probably heard me talk. I don't anyways, everybody knows about what's going on with me. Um a lot of people, they know like this is ridiculous. But with these types of things, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, so what I was saying, I was put into a smaller class, right? Not really small, it's actually quite large. But all kinds of individuals, but they're all being brainwashed to psychologically harass me. And I have a future, but to get to my future, I have to go through a battle, a psychological battle, like a psychological warfare. And these people are forcing me to look at them, I'm looking at my teacher who is talking and explaining things, and these people are just playing with themselves and touching themselves everywhere. They love to scratch. They love to scratch themselves like they have paralysis or something, or like like as I don't know, like uh eczema. Like they love to scratch themselves. Like they just scratch their arm quickly, but they do. And this morning, my DD driver, that's all he was doing. Like every second, he was scratching himself, and he was even touching his pants. And I thought, what the fuck is going on here? That's really uncomfortable and disgusting. But like there are people who are who are so into the targeting that I don't know, do they get aroused by it? It's really sick. But yeah, that's all he was doing. Like he just kept touching himself. Like he was just touching himself. And I was very uncomfortable, and I don't drive, right? But um when I'm in the car, I just put my headphones on, I read a book, and like it's like in the corner, like he knows that I like I can't lift the book up to my face, it's gonna hurt my arm. And like no worries, that's fine, right? But it's like he puts himself there. Not just him, these people, they 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 body frame your vision, uh like in any corner, even up close or back at the back, and they force you to stare at them. They force you to look at them, and it's like because and during break, I heard one of the students who was a bit older, obviously, not in my class, saying, "I have main character syndrome." So these people have main character syndrome, and they're not even the main characters. They're NPCs. Like literally, like you're literally targeting me, and you're forcing me to look at you, and I don't care about any of you. I care about myself and my life and things that are important to the world. And these people are just so pissed off about me, um and so brainwashed that they will literally do anything. It's like if you jump off a cliff, will you jump right after? And that's actually what somebody I was involved with said to me. And then my mum said it to me only like just recently. And it's like a really weird thing. Like you don't like I know my mother's involved. She doesn't do everything that they do, like, but she's involved in a way where it's like she's in an MK Ultra state. So it's like she doesn't hate me. She hates me, but she doesn't hate me. But she doesn't want to. She doesn't target me in that sense. She just plays dumb and acts stupid. But um, as a victim of controlled MK Ultra myself, it's not a great thing. And at lunch, I was sitting down, and I needed to charge my phone. I sat next to a girl, and she just started fake sneezing. And even today, lots of people are just fake sneezing. And this morning I was going up a ramp and I couldn't control my sneeze because it was real, and I don't do it to get the attention of other people or to gang stalk and harass others. And obviously they're freaking watching me. They're surveillancing me, and they copy every single little thing I do like a gimmick. and then they do it to me in sync, in synchronization. Is this like this is like an attempted trafficking? It is. It's attempted trafficking. And I will tell you this, who is telling these people to do that to me? It's my father. I don't even want to call him that because he looks nothing like me and he's a piece of shit. He's a trash bag. And he gets everybody in public to treat me that way, to follow me around with bins in front of my face, to show me a very, very, very sick message. They play around with the fucking bins and then they put it right in front of me. I'm supposed to have my phone out all the time, like to take a picture of their face. Like, I have to care about these idiots so much because it just doesn't stop. Like, people don't understand. Like, everywhere I go, it's happening. I don't get a break from it. I'm very, very, very targeted, and people just won't leave me alone. I'm targeted 24/7. In my house, I'm just sitting here, and from time to time, it might be starting now. There'll be kids screaming so loud you can't even think of what you have to do. You can't get anything done. It might be starting soon, right? I know it will. They'll just be targeting, screaming at me so loud, and then running back and forth, looking at me in my face through my house. And it doesn't really piss me off that much, but if I have work to do, then it's quite annoying, and I just put my music on. Um, and honestly, I couldn't care less. What pisses me off, because that doesn't piss me off, is the fact that they are being used like that. And try not to swear, but people don't understand I can't get a break. My life is being controlled. My people don't want me to go for my goals. Have to fight for it, literally. And my mother's husband made that very clear that he wants me to fight for my freedom and my rights. Very disgusting, isn't it? He's a scumbag. Like, he's a scum of the earth. He's worse than a lot of my gang stalkers. Like, but it's always apparent, right? And he was like that. Here's the thing: if he didn't exist, I would go through targeting and I would beat it at a quicker level and I would handle it like nothing. But he lives here and he controls who comes in my life, where I go, who I speak to, how I get a job, where I get a job. He's fucking watching me like a pedophile. And as soon as I talk about this, I get a phone call. They don't want me to talk about it. But the people who run this program, they're pedophiles. But the people who play into it are dumb. and really, just the pawns of society. Um, I'm getting a lot of attack through my studies, and when I was studying when younger as well, it was so hard to get through the day. I couldn't get through without not crying. And they did a lot of artificial damage to me, meaning they did damage to me, but oh my God, I never had privacy. They did so much damage to me that like I wasn't supposed to go through any of that. And I honestly just feel violated all the time because of just everything related to all these things. And I don't know why they're watching me so much like this. Like it's just disgusting. And I honestly feel like they need to take at least 10 showers because it's like they are so uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm literally on the train and they're just watching me like full on. Like I don't go on my phone like constantly throughout the whole train ride. I do most of the time, but most times as well my neck gets sore and I'm not like a robot like everybody else as well. I'm smart and most people are just quite dumb in this world. It's a fact. And they don't like it when I'm just sitting down and just, not having that type of 24/7 control. So they just can't control me. And I do everything right. They just can't control me in a way that I'm not like everybody else, meaning that I don't I'm not a robot and I don't do basic stuff like routinely. Like I'm a free thinker, I'm a free speaker. But I mean, the things that I've said, including when I first started talking about political stuff at the age of 13, was not offensive. It was just media, and it didn't matter because I was already being watched. I was a key interest to these high profile, it's not just high profile, to these people at the time. And I'm so tired. I'm so sick and tired. Um they are trying to fry my brain and overwork me so I can't get shit what I have to get done. And it's just so uncomfortable. Yes, I was at school and in most of my classes I had like this uncomfortable feeling in my gut. It's like, like my insides were twisting and I just felt sick. Like I was just sitting there and I just felt so unwell, like sick. Like I felt like I wanted to throw up. And I wasn't nervous at all. I was this morning, I was literally playing like 2016 flashback songs, EDM songs. I love that type of music. Like it's like I had such a good morning. So when I started the my college, I was in a good mood. And I picked up on people's energy quite well, including the gang stalking and everybody in on trying to set me up so that I can not concentrate on what I have to do. And this is what they do. Like they're trying to distract me from my work and my future success. And they do it constantly. Like and I just feel sick in my stomach because like their energy is so repulsive. They just like that's all they do. Like that's they. It's like their life revolves around me. Everything that I do, everything that I say, and it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable, and I just feel so sick being around people who just are just like that. Um, they were definitely doing black magic on me, heavy, and I picked up on that as well. Um, I felt it a lot, and including with the gang stalking. Yeah, first it was at lunch. First, it was a girl that threw some shit in the trash, right? And she did it in a way to get back at me. And I don't even know this woman. Like I just met her this today, but she's a watcher. She watches me, my life. She's on probably episode 2 million or something. If you already have known, my life is a Truman movie. If you've seen Truman, but has a female version, uh, that's literally me. I'm just literally getting so anxious and overwhelmed, and I have been for the past couple of hours. But that's the energy that they're giving towards me and projecting on me, and I'll be fine. Tomorrow I'll get in strong. Um, I remember their faces, and well, and here's the thing: they have a student code of conduct, and they mention that so many times, and of course they're not following that. They're harassing me, and there's and in my last semester, in my class, there was a lot of guys that and a lot of women, both sides, but then again, it's word of mouth, right? They're part of this Snapchat group chat where they talk about bullshit, and they target people with power in their soul, and whether you're spiritual or non-spiritual, they target you because they are just evil, pure evil. They're sick, and they're demented in their head. They have a mental illness. And it's like, has us victims, we're supposed to feel pressured into just having damage from their attacks. Absolutely not. But I've been targeted by a lot of misogynistic guys lately. Um, People who think abusing women is okay. So these are the type of dudes that are into minors. Uh, they are they are into the most gruesome things. Um, and I don't even have to be psychic to tell you that, or have some supernatural ESP. Because majority of the time, when I'm too much feeling whatever, whether you're spiritual or non-spiritual, you get the point. But these people, like I said, they I'm getting targeted a lot by a lot of the members of these people. They like Andrew Tate. They're very misogynistic. They're attracted to minors, and they think abusing women is okay. And I've been targeted a lot because I am a threat to the male perspective, to the male domination. And they see something in me that they don't have. For example, they like, I can take my bike and I can ride it in the forest, and I wouldn't give a shit about jumping on a cliff with it. They will do that as well, and they might get hurt doing that and they might look gay and stupid, and then I get targeted for that. Or another instance, I can deal with pain better than they can, and it makes them look soft, and they don't like that. And it has a spiritual side. I'm a high ranking type psychic, and they don't like that. They target me. They want that. They want to take it for themselves. Uh, and these are the people that you just don't talk to. They're just interested in you. Look, this is gang stalking is something that happens to a lot, and millions and trillions of people. And you don't have to be spiritual to know that this is going on. But I want to let as many people know that this is going on, and for survivors, yes, yes. Um, yes. So what these men do, they love to play with the trash can a lot. Um, in class today, at the end of my all my classes, this guy, he walks really fast, quickly, and I got up really quickly from my seat to leave because I was just so uncomfortable and I was just ready to get out of there as soon as I got all the information I needed from my class. Socialize what I can, but then again, put on my confident self, even though people are hating on me, smearing campaigns on me, and knowing what's going on, as well as the karma that they'll get from trying to do attempted setups, whatever. Uh, yeah, so he got up quickly at the same time as me, so obviously preparing his attack. He walks in front of me really, really fast, and then he throws his can in the trash bin. So he's trying to be cool. Who is he trying to impress? His crap shit ego. And what is he dressed like? He wears those baggy jeans. He has like this little metal chain on his jeans, and I love wearing like that. Like I love my fashion like that. But I don't always feel like I'm in the phase to be dressing like that, and I like all aesthetics. And I know a lot of people who are into that kind of vibe, and I vibe a lot with them. But there are just these people that, have gone us really, really far gone already. So quickly. I don't know this person, but they're far gone, right? I can't make a comment about this person's character. No, I am about his character. I mean, I can't make a comment about this person's style. But he dresses like it doesn't matter. Because people can dress the same way as us and we go through many aesthetics and we can't choose one. But people can dress like that and it's like insulting. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that he was to satisfy his crap ego, he threw something in the trash in front of me. And and then he walked quickly away, and he took like the quickest shortcut exit to get away from me as fast as he can. After doing that, like the little bitch he is. um so yeah, very disgusting. And do you see why I can't make they really take pleasure in taking their bullshit out on us. um But I'll tell you, these types of characters, they're the types of people that are really trash and their behavior's trash. And uh, if somebody were to get fooled by that person and they're not getting stalked, right? That person would be cheated on for sure. If you were a friend to that person, um, you will get going through so many phases of their bullshit for sure. Um, but I hope I mean I wish that he just why does it there have to be one guy in an all female class and he just so happens to be stalking me? He's probably gay, doesn't matter. These types of guys are usually gay and or bisexual and they get off doing these bullshit things to us because they feel guilty about their nature and how they are as a person. But in my mind, just written off as, oh, he's a gay. And I love gay people, right? But I hate gay people who are closeted and misogynistic and they're down low. So if you know what down low means, it means like they're gay, but they don't show it in their personality. Um, but people who do this, a lot of people get gang stalked by these people, and I'm not going to comment on the style because we all tend to dress the same way and go for the same aesthetics. But his personality is shit, and they're just gay, and they are really jealous of women, and they want to be a woman secretly, or just embody a woman. And like I said, these are closeted or people who don't like to show it. Because honestly, I love um most gay people are the most friendliest and nicest people on the earth, and they're so intelligent and just so friendly, and um the communities are nice and it's a great place to make friends too. But we can't be a judge of character. Sometimes communities just turn on us, and um you can tell he's the type of person who would just be in prison for doing the most stupid things. And he doesn't look cool at all. Like he's just an asshole. Um, and he's like hanging around all the like no, he's hanging around the main bitches in my class. So the main people who are targeting me. And I didn't do anything to these girls, right? But one trait that they have in common is that their hair is like super, super curly, and they hate me. I'm not going to make any comment on that. This is just their looks, and this is their hatred towards me. So I'm addressing, talking about them, who I'm being targeted by, and started with it's just different people. And as you meant, and I mentioned emos, and not all of them are bad, but a lot of them are far gone. A lot of them are brainwashed. A lot of them are forced. And slowly, slowly along the way, they get turned into doing this to us. So you know what? I was thinking of approaching one of them that seemed really nice, and the introduction, she seemed really nice as well. And she was not the one that I asked for Instagram. This was the girl who was having like weared glasses, and there's a lot of them that wear glasses, but one of them who wears glasses at the start, who wasn't in my class, was like staring at me with so much hatred. Like she was clicking her pen multiple times, and the teacher was as well. A gang stalking tactic to distract me. and piss me off and make me react. And she was doing shit with her hair as well because they're jealous of my beautiful hair. And yeah, it's like they know when I find interest in someone. And the V2K, the gang stalking is so fast. She's turned on me in an instant before I can ask her if she wants to be friends. And in most cases you have to like get along even without being friends with these people in case you have to work with them in the future. And even if you don't talk to them um before making groups, it's like you don't know what their character's like. Like they could be just crazy, but you have to be really careful. But I'm pretty sure most of the crazies have learnt their lessons, but you always have to be on guard. And they're doing this a lot. They're doing this a lot. And um it's a sign that my mother's husband, who is a scumbag, is watching me. He's watching me everywhere. And he's turning people against me because he hates himself. And he's a sad piece of shit. Poor bugger. I don't care. Um, if you have a good relationship with one parent that doesn't gang stalk you, congratulations. That's good for you. I unfortunately don't. Um, so it's really tough. Um, People look at me and they don't know what I've been through. I've been through a lot of shit. Um, I've been set up in the past when I was younger and nobody cared to tell me and I was confused and I had no idea what was going on. Why people were just acting so freaking creepy, pedophilic, and uncomfortable around me. So I had to learn through trauma, pattern recognition of how I'm getting attacked, and then slowly, bit by bit, coming out of my shell, relying on my intuition and trusting what I trust. And then up until recently, realizing through the psychological abuse and the study of psychological abuse that it's gang stalking that I'm also going through, and that is the main thing that I'm going through, targeted harassment. Um, and then, yeah, a few of the teachers, they don't they don't really have an interest. Like they're not really nice. They're nice to me. Don't get me wrong, but I can see like I can see the envy that they have towards me of my future success and potential. And not saying that they won't help me, but that's the vibes I'm getting. Um I was so uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. Um like I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I was being suffocated with so much negative and yucky energy around me. Um, and a lot of these people, like they look up to me, they find me cool. But and one of them as well, they mentioned they like literally after I came back, like no, not after I came back, literally on break, one of them was like, um, being stalked, being harassed, being stalked. Like one of them to their friends upstairs that they were saying that out loud. That is not a coincidence, guys. That they're upstairs. They were literally saying being gang stalked, being harassed. They were saying that upstairs. And that's what I'm going through. That's what my videos are about. And they know that. And they know about my channel. Then they know I'm talking out about it. They know I'm being gang stalked, harassed. They really do. They know what's going on. They're not stupid. A lot of them are not stupid, but a lot of them are stupid. A lot of them are dumb. Uh, I don't like the fact that they're trying to bring down my energy. It's repulsive, but I have to deal with it. Um, Please let me know, guys, in the comments how bad it is for you. Are you being gang stalked 24/7? Are you being copied like these copycats copying you 24/7, mimicking you 24/7, also mimicking your body language throughout different occasions of the week or of the month, that you were not doing today, but they're copying those movements and those gestures to intimidate you and make you uncomfortable. So they know, they want me to know that yes, they are in fact watching me, and they want me to be scared. They want me to be intimidated about it, and they want to set me up. They're waiting for the chance for me to react. They're waiting for me to take it out of myself. They're waiting for me to take my own life. They want me out of here. They want me gone. They want me in a fucking coffin. Like they just want to do everything they can to destroy me and the innocence that I have in me by sacrificing me. Like I am literally a sacrifice. Lamb to the slaughter. Honestly, a good title. I gotta go now. I'm tired. I'm mentally exhausted. Feel free to share your opinions. Um, I don't give a damn about the trolls. You're just helping me spread the message to more people. And I mean, I'm a nationwide target anyways. Um, a lot, and I have a resume experience of haters who hated me so badly, who tortured me so badly that they are now my fans. Doesn't mean they will ever stop hating me. That's it. Bye. And I didn't cry. That's good. Hopefully I don't cry later on this day. Bye.